bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. From NRG Stadium in Houston. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And this will be a Jaguars 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Bridgewater. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep, Deontay Harris. Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Off the play fake, Mills. He's letting it fly for Cooks. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. It's Quinton Dunbar with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to take over here up near the 40. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action now. Bridgewater. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marvin Jones, 57 yards. And the Jaguars on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mills. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Play fake. Mills. Steps away. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Marlon Mack, 50 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They'll try and throw for it. And he'll get in, and they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off at his own 46.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Here's Mack to get it again on second down.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
On play action, Mills. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 30. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater.
This caught left side by the tight end Parham.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Bridgewater on first down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. Our first update now comes from Atlanta. And it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved down to an early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Here's 2nd and 10.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Third and long for Bridgewater. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, 53 yards. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for two?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at it, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Mack on the counter. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Mills to throw it. First hook up with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski.
A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right at the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mills.
Escaping and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. And this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 38, Mills. Flushed out right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Quinton Dunbar with a pick.
And the Jags force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
They'll run right side with Mostert.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. On third down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On play action, it's Bridgewater. He's going to go up top again. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And he's got his big tight end here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They go play action. Bridgewater.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Final play of the half, Mills.
Flush to his right. The ball comes out, and this one will actually go out of bounds, so no recovery. And that is how we conclude this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. tighten things up, maybe get in their face a little bit, get in their grill, and then send them back out.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
They go play action. Mills.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And, boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again.
Oh, some strong running. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Here's Mostert.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
This is caught. Touchdown.
Raheem Mostert
From 4 yards out.
And the Jaguars are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? the back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And the Jaguars are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. On first down, it's Mack. Oh, he gets free left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Marlon Mack, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans cut into that lead. Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for two. Not going to get in here. So the decision to go for two does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
How you like the now? Touchdown, Jaguars. Raheem Mostert, 78 yards. And the Jaguars get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Mills now looks to throw on first down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. From the gun, here's Mills.
He's going to try and go deep again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 14. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Play fake. Bridgewater. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas.
To throw, Bridgewater. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. 3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. He'll drop to throw. And escapes the sack. And the pressure gets to him again. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going to try and throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He'll find the rookie from Michigan, Nico Collins.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Mills on 1st down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll run for it. This is Mack. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2.
There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago. That if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Marlon Mack with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Once again, the Texans will try for 2 here. And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Foyesade Oluokun.
The 40. The 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a give to Mostert running right.
And some space here. And he'll finally be taken down, but he gets inside the Houston 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. This is Mostert. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Running the counter with Mostert.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. He'll buy some time right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And it'll be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive.
A contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
A 1st down throw for Mills.
He's going to take another shot here. And my goodness, another interception.
Snags it for the pick. And the Jags are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Mostert.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Second down. Here's Mostert again.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. Now Bridgewater. And this one is incomplete.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
On second down, Mostert.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And Jones has it over the middle.
And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
Wow, 204 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing here, Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. After the sack on 1st down, Bridgewater
getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. To throw is Bridgewater. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
And the Texans are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Mills can't get away, and down he goes.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They run the counter. Mack. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Play action now, Mills.
And now here's another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
They hand it off to Mostert.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Bridgewater here to throw.
That swung out to Mostert.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Bridgewater now. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Donald Parham
there to make the grab.
And the Jags are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Now the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final